Guys, I'm back when I'll be on the channel. Yes ma'am, yes sir. So today's video, we got another Larry Bird video on our channel today. I'm excited because who don't like Larry Bird? So it's how provoking Larry Bird can really go wrong. I don't know what I'm gonna title this because I feel like the word provoking is like how messing with Larry Bird. I don't know, I figured it out. But let's go ahead and get into this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, push the notification bell. Hopefully this guy's not about to talk the whole time. I don't even know. But I just got told to do this video. But anyway, let's get it.
Great to have you back on the show. I'm Sean David.
What up,
Let's talk some
Sean?
old school basketball.
Let's go.
In today's episode, I want to tell an amazing Larry Bird story. Actually, I covered a tiny bit in one of my previous videos about his rivalry with Chuck Person, but in today's episode, I'm actually going to cover the entire story. But before we start with this video, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that.
His setup is dope. Like his background, that's cool. Like you got a Carmelo Anthony thing going on. All right, let's go.
Let's say Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, or even Larry Bird's hatred against Bill and Beer. The good old days when rivalries were still rivalries. But one of the most forgotten and still fascinating rivalries was Larry Bird versus Chuck Person, who was known by the nickname the Rifleman. Did they not get along because of Chuck's loudmouth trying to get into Larry Bird's head? Or was it because he was now the face of Larry's hometown, Indiana? Well, one thing's for sure, they really had their battles. Since Chuck Person was never an NBA All-Star but still a great player, let's have a look on his early career and what led up to the rivalry with Larry Bird. Chuck Person was born on the 28th of June in 1964 in Brantley, Alabama. He played college basketball at the University of Auburn alongside Sir Charles Barkley. Never again would Auburn have such a talented and unique squad. In 1986, Chuck Person was the fourth pick of the 1986 draft and selected by the Indiana Pacers. Expectations were very high since the Pacers were looking for a savior to turn the franchise around. And Chuck, aka the Rifleman, would not disappoint. In his rookie season.
Now I got a question. Real question. Did the Indiana Pacers ever like try to get Larry? Or was they not really focused on Larry? Or did Larry not really want to go there since he was already, from there? Did that make sense? Like, did Indiana want Larry or no? Like when he left Indiana State.
Season he was averaging 18.8 points per game, as well as 8.3 rebounds and 3.6 assists.
Okay.
In other words, he was the 1987 Rookie of the Year. He was such a great scorer and almost had a flawless offensive game.
Offensive versatility often separates the good scorers from the great ones. A strong drive encourages a defense to sag toward the basket. In turn, this respect gives the scorer more freedom to fire up a jump shot. With a solid inside and outside game, Chuck Person has parlayed offensive versatility to be the best he can be.
In recent interviews, if you talk to Chuck Person or Larry Bird and you ask them who actually started that rivalry, both actually say, well, they can't remember. But I found a clip that actually states that Larry Bird wasn't innocent when it comes to starting that rivalry. Now let's have a look.
In the world of the secret NBA, talk can be as bruising as the action.
It started my rookie year, and first time I touched the ball, my very first game, he said, shoot the ball, rookie, shoot it. I said, okay, I'll shoot it. Wow, like that, and it went in. And I said, don't ever tell me to shoot the ball. I shoot it every time. And from then on, it's been a battle for the last 6 years.
Although Bird threw down the gauntlet of gab to many, Person was one of the few who answered the challenge.
Person can talk some trash to Larry Bird now. He scored the last 16 points. Chuck and Larry.
Let me find out Chuck gave him Larry a run for his money. That's funny to say, right? We all know Larry wasn't having that.
Down low, Greeny one of the ones
Oh,
again.
get him. Post move. Look at Larry. Yeah, I love when Larry talk that talk. He's like, stop playing with me. Don't bring that in here. What is wrong with you? You know who I am. This is my house.
And look at Bird. Person didn't deal. Look
Oh, he made him call a timeout.
Yeah, it is a little special because I've known Chuck for a while and we've always had run-ins, but it always seems like I get the last word.
Well, what can you say? Bert wasn't lying. During one game
I
on
should have
Christmas
put my
Day
Indiana
against
State
Indiana
on.
Pacers, before the
I should
game,
have
Bert
put my
told Chuck
Indiana
Person
State on
that
for
he
this
had a
video.
Christmas present waiting for him. During the game when Person was on the bench, Bert shot a three-pointer on the baseline right in front of Person. Immediately after releasing the ball, Bert said to Person, "Merry Christmas." And then the shot went in. This was no doubt inspired by Person, nicknamed the Rifleman, stating prior to the game that the Rifleman is coming and he's going bird hunting. Well, don't mess with Larry Bird. Well, now we know that this rivalry actually started in Chuck Person's
Bro, look at
rookie
his jumper. Why is his fingers like it? They're like that. Your hand supposed to be like this and like this. I know he missed that shot.
season. Incredible. And for the next couple of years, every single time the two actually faced each other, they really went at it. Neither of them was willing to back down.
Dang,
As Larry
blurry.
Bird mentioned earlier, most of the times he actually won those battles. But do you think that Chuck Person actually would give up?
So many new things to protect in life. A little care helps to keep things alright. Nationwide is on your side.
Ladies, 6 minutes, please.
This is my life.
Or even shut up at some point? Well, no. And it's great that he didn't shut up. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had this great story to tell. Their rivalry would actually peak in the year 1991. In the 1991 NBA season, Larry Bird was close to end his career, and he kind of passed the torch to Reggie Lewis. Still, when the playoffs came, well, he proved the entire world and Chuck Person that he was still Larry Bird. At that time, the Celtics were far away from the prime. The big three, Bird, McHale, and Robert Parrish, were pretty much bumped up. Still, they were good enough to win 56 games. But that also had a lot to do with Reggie Lewis, who was about to become an NBA superstar. In the first round of the 91 playoffs, the Celtics were facing the Indiana Pacers, who were a very young and hungry team. Reggie Miller, Detlef Schrempf, Rick Smits, and of course, Chuck Person. The Rifleman was very bold, saying that he believed that they actually could beat the Celtics. But what can you say, he could really back it up, going for 39 in Game 2, 30 in Game 4.
Okay.
The series was tied at 2 each. and
I didn't know
Person
he was
really
like
was
it.
provoking the Boston fans and Larry Bird.
Person from downtown. What a shot by Chuck Person. And he gets the treatment from the crowd as he reacted.
Then on the 5th of May in
Wait, so I gotta ask y'all, did y'all enjoy watching this was it, I don't even think it was a robbery, but did y'all enjoy this altercation between these two? Did y'all watch it? What was y'all's thoughts when y'all seen it? Like, was you like, oh, bro, Chuck, here he go again? Or was y'all like, oh, this is about to be good, this is about to be good? Y'all gotta let me know.
1991, the Celtics and Pacers were meet for one deciding Game 5. Both Larry Bird and Chuck Person were determined to win this game and the series. But while Chuck Person was in his prime, Larry Bird's body was breaking down throughout the entire season. And at Game 5, it was at its worst.
The series went to a 5th and deciding game in the Boston Garden. But Larry's back was hurting.
That back pain, no joke,
He
boy.
spent the night at the hospital in traction, so he had to be in just unbelievable pain.
I remember walking in the locker room and I saw Larry before the game. And I said, how you feeling? Okay, I guess. Well, he wasn't okay. The guy could barely put his pants on.
Still, there was no way that Larry Bird is not going to...
What truly happened with his back? Like, what happened? That's what I want to know. So if you know the answer, let me know down below, because, boy, and these players today, they got a little tightness, a little stiffness. They out for about a week. Larry has severe back pain, just stayed in the hospital the night before. He ain't about to let the Pacers or Chuck outdo him or win this game. Like, what?
to play. While Chuck Person was trying to kill the Celtics and letting Larry Bird and the fans know about it, Larry Bird was doing the best to keep up. But then in the second quarter, the worst that could happen, well, happens.
Is that when he, like, his jaw? Oof.
Throughout the entire halftime, Larry Bird stayed in the locker room. Even when the game started again, there was no sign of Larry Bird, and Chuck Person seriously was destroying the Celtics.
Dang, for real? I did not know that. Was he really like it?
The Pacers were taking over the game, and it looked like it was finally over for the Celtics. But then,
Larry's one of them players. You know how you see players nowadays getting 200 million, 300 million. Larry's one of them players. He should have got buku money. But they said, you know, back then, I think he was like 2 million, which was a lot of money back then. But still. I can't believe they cleared him and let him go back in. He's like, stop playing with me. He don't like losing, especially in his own home, to a person who talks so much ish. Bang bang, bang bang, bang bang. What's the score? Yo, if you watch this game on TV, or if you was at this game, please let me know down below how it was. Like, what was your thoughts? Like, was it going crazy? Like, was you going crazy? Like, let me know. I want to know. Because I feel like I've been going dumb.
Larry Bird was unbelievable. Chuck Person tried whatever he could to take Larry out of the game, but Larry was just unstoppable. He turned the whole game around. He shot 62% from the field, had 32 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists, and helping the Celtics to win 124 to 121.
That's crazy.
You know, once they cut it down to 7 points, I got back in there, I think, or 9 points, and you know, everybody was a little rattled at that time. So.
This game to me is one of the most incredible performances in NBA history. And again, Larry Bird proved what a sensational and amazing player he was. The great thing is nowadays, both Chuck Person and Larry Bird have a great deal of respect for each other and remember that series fondly. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoy.
Dang, y'all gotta let me know what y'all think of this video. I'm really shocked at Persons because I've never really heard of him. And obviously, he was good. Dang, that seemed like one hell of a game. I'm not gonna hold you. That's like one of those games you would never forget as a fan, a player, a teammate, a coach, especially what Larry was going through. That's wild. It still came out, gave it his all. Playoff time, won. Do you think he still would have came out if it wasn't playoff time? Probably. That's what Larry do, probably. All right, man. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, push that notification bell so you notification when I post. Share this video with your friends and family. If you ever feel like donating to the channel, helping me out, click the link in the description below. With that being said, see you guys next video.